Hey guys, Janice Lamb here with Everyday Chaos. I just did my walk, so make sure you get your walk in. Today is Friday. Two things. It is day 9 of our Janice Lamb in the Bedroom Workouts workout challenge, and we still need to do that. We're still on core, so watch day 7 because that was the last one that I filmed of this week's, or watch the original one if you like that one better. And then number 2. It is Food Friday, and I decided to change it up just a little bit. I decided to give you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, not just one meal, so that you have other things to try out during the week or weekend or whatever you want to do. That way we stay on track, and I'll let you know where I got the recipes from and out of what books. No, I'm not affiliated with them. I just wanted to let you know where my sources are. And that they're not mine. I am not claiming that these are my recipes. There's just recipes that I like and that I found, and some that I haven't tried yet but was wanting to try anyways, so why not try it on here? So you're going to get your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, different videos. So the breakfast video that we're going to go do right now, you probably already have all the ingredients. We're doing gluten-free, and we're sticking to a keto type of diet stuff going on, clean eating. Keto, in my eyes, is like clean eating, but on fire. It's very, very strict. It's actually really pretty hard, even for an adult, and Levi's the one that has to do it the most. So I'm doing it with him, so he's not alone in it. But it's for his seizures. We do a lot of things to keep his seizures away, and keto is one of the things. So there's actually certain foods on there, like hot dogs. I didn't think that would be a keto thing, but it is. And bacon. They do use butter, but they like the grass-fed butter. You know, there's certain rules and stuff, especially avoiding sugar altogether. So if you have to have sugar or baked goods, we substitute with monk fruit sugar. And I like the monk fruit sugar better. It doesn't give that weird, like, bead feeling that stevia does and some of the other sugars do. It's, like, really weird. If you're a texture person, those are not for you. But monk fruit sugar, it does it still a little bit, but it's not as bad, and the flavor's a lot better. So it will be gluten-free, and we substitute the sugar out for keto sugar. So the breakfast today is actually going to be a cinnamon roll cake, and I'm excited to try that. I have not tried that one yet, and it is by Betty Crocker. She's a pretty good cook, so I trust her. And then I was going to say, I use it's called Simply Keto cookbook, so we're going to use out of that. But today's breakfast is that cinnamon roll cake, and it takes 2 hours of prep time, so go get your walk-in. Then we're going to bake, and as soon as we stick it in the oven, we're going to do our workout because it is day 9 of our workout challenge. So, yeah, let's get going. This is the cookbook that I'm using, and it's by Betty Crocker. You can get it on Amazon. And we're going to start that cinnamon roll pound cake with vanilla drizzle. Okay, so here's the recipe. If you need to pause this so you can write it down, go ahead. Otherwise, I am going to have it in the description box down below. All right, this looks delicious. Can't wait. I ended up changing this pan out, but it is holding the book down for me, so I left it for right now. This is the sugar I'm using. I'm using the golden one. It is like the regular sugar, but this is the golden fruit. They do have a brown sugar, and I'll show you that in just a second. This is not the same. This is brown sugar, like the one that you can pack down, like the regular brown sugar. And then we've got our flour, but I forgot what brand I use for the gluten-free flour. Any, I'm sure will do. You could even use any of these kind of keto wheat flour or the chickpea flour. I have not tried those with this recipe. This is the first time I made this recipe, so I didn't want to go too crazy off of different types of flours, just in case it tasted bad. Here's all the utensils you'll need. You'll need cinnamon, vinegar, vanilla, butter. You actually need 1 cup of butter, and then you are going to need confection sugar, and here's the swerve type that I use. You do need salt. You need 4 eggs. And yeah, a couple of mixing bowls. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to preheat the oven to 350. And in our first bowl, we're going to start with our flour mix. We need 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I like to scrape mine off so it's perfectly even. a half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm just going to whisk that up just a little bit, and we're going to set this aside. Grab your butter. We need 1 cup of butter. I did soften this a little bit more so it's semi-melted. And then just dump that all in. Next, we're going to get our sugar, and we're going to need a 3/4 cup. I did not have my 3/4 cups, so I'm using the small 1/4 cup 3 times. Do what you got to do. Mix with a mixer for about 3 minutes until it's fluffy. We're going to grab our eggs. We're going to do 1 at a time, slowly mixing them. Then you're going to add your 2 teaspoons of vanilla and mix that as well. I've got my loaf pan all sprayed and ready to go. I thought my sizing was going to be too small, but this will be better than the big pan. It probably would have been too flat and probably wouldn't have worked out. Okay, so we're going to grab half of this and put it into the other bowl, and we're going to add our cinnamon. It is 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, and you're going to mix that well in the other bowl. And then we're going to put them both in 1 at a time, mixing it up, and then you're going to swirl it with a knife.
Let's do China. Let's go order China. Okay, fine.
And here we are mixing, and we're going to stick it in 1 at a time. Plain and then cinnamon, then plain, then cinnamon. And then swirl it all together. It will look like this, and then we're going to pop this baby in the oven. We're going to cook this for 40 to 50 minutes, depending on how fast your oven cooks. All right, you're going to need to make your glaze. We're going to do half a teaspoon of vanilla, and then you're going to need a half a cup of the powdered sugar and 1 tablespoon of milk. You're going to mix that with a mixer until it's nice and glazy, and we're going to just set that aside until our cinnamon cake is done. Set that aside, and we'll clean up our mess. Okay, the buzzer just went off. We got to go get it. We got to stop our workout real quick. I'm on my last bit. I'm on my abs. And then to the plank part. Anyways, let's go get that up. And it looks like it is not ready, so pop that back in. Okay, so I did 10 more minutes, and I just have to finish those little last ab workouts, which might only take that time anyway, so get back to working out. Yay, and it's done. Now it's time for the glaze. We gotta cut this out of here real quick. I'm just gonna cut along the sides with the butter knife, and then we're gonna flip it over. Now grab your glaze and start drizzling it on the top. Had my little cameraman helper with me today. To add some cookies. That's not keto style, bro.
I do not care. Stuff, doesn't have to be keto style all the time.
It's technically for you. Enjoy. I will see you guys back at lunch.